Welcome to Trading Lounge and the European Indices for the 6th of January, and this is the German mid-cap. We haven't looked at this for a little while, but just wanted to point out here that it's pretty much in line with the DAX, and we're looking at 1 and 2 here, and a nice 5-wave sequence to the upside for 3 and 4, and looking for wave 5 to move higher here in 5 waves to the upside here. So the DAX is much the same here, so we're looking at wave 2 here, we're looking at 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 here for the wave 3, ABC for 4 here, and we're looking for this market to also have 5 waves up from here in terms of 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 coming up here for this top here. We can borrow these. Like this here. So yeah, we're between wave 2 and wave 3 here, and let's go in and have a look at that. So on the weekly, I don't know if that helps us much further, not quite. We're looking for three, 4 and 5. We've got to see I've got to see wave 3 here. It's got to be longer than wave 1 here. Otherwise we could end up in, we'd need to be a little bit mindful here. We're not seeing a really powerful third wave here. We know that wave 4s can get a bit more complicated, so it's possible that this wave 4 is possibly still going on over here, but once we get a setup on here, we'll be fine to the upside. So let's go and check that out on the daily chart here. This is the this wave 1 here. This is the length of wave 1 here, which is kind of interesting. So wave 1 here, that's the length of wave 1, so I was just popping it there just to give us a bit of an idea. But our main point here is that we've got wave 1 here and 2 here and wave 3 here. Now, as you may recall, I'd been looking at this as wave 4 here. We had a wave 4 pullback here, but this is just getting a little bit bigger and uglier here. So it's still possible that this can be up for wave 1 here, back for wave 2 here, then up for 1 and back for 2. But once that low here is breached, then we'll need to look at wave 4 being in play here. So yeah, let's go in and have a look at this on the 4-hour chart here. So wave 3 here with an A wave here, an A and a B and a C wave here for wave B. And we could see wave 4 move down in 5 waves here for this. So just like I mentioned before, it's possible to have this as wave 1 here, ABC for wave 2 here, then wave 1 and wave 2. But if this low gets breached here, then that count's going to be wrong. So I've got that on the hourly chart here with wave 1 here, ABC for wave 2 here, wave 1 and wave 2 here. It's possible. Either way, we'll see that we'll see this move up here. So we should see some sort of rally here for this. Any move above the 61.8%, that little supply zone here as well, that will make it bullish at that point. But let's go into the tick chart here and have a look at this structure that we're looking at here at the moment. So just get a bit more data in here. So from that from that top there, it does seem to count down here as wave 1 and 2 here, and wave 3 here, wave 4 here, and 5 waves down here for wave 5. the little situation that we've got here, this is 100 ticks. So we've got, this is quite clear here. So we've got wave 1 here and 2 here, then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 for the third wave, ABC for the fourth, and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. We've got 5 waves here. So after a corrective wave back to the 61.8%, which is this box here, then we should see another move to the upside here. And the upside here would be to this move up through here at this stage. So to 13,300, which is the 50-60% retracement level. So we can pretty much go long here. It would be nice to have a safer trade. So the safe trade would be having the closest largest number as the support. So 13,200 here as support. We may see this move down a bit further down through here. It's a little bit part of this is okay. This is okay for the A wave. That's okay for the B wave here. This is not finishing very well as a C wave here. So I'm not a little bit unsure about that, but it's at the 61.8%. So yeah, if you see a move above here, or you could probably even go this way as well, but you'd want support on that there. So if I just go back to the 1 hour chart where we keep trades a little bit, we will look for have I got anything over here? Yes, that's good. I'll just put that there and you know what we're up to at that point. So it needs to find support on that level there. And support is also would see the arrival, the reaction, the first high above the level, and then we'd see an A and a B and a C here, and then we'd see an up from that point. So you don't have to buy it, you know, straight away. You want to make sure that it is support. So we're going from 200 to 300 in this particular case here. The other trap here well, just what I'm looking at here, it just appears here that we've got wave 1 here and 2 here and 3 here and back for 4 here and moving down here for wave 5. But that's okay too. If it does continue to move down here, then we're only going to get a bounce off this one here, and this will finish wave 5 here, and then we're going to be moving up for a corrective rally at that point. So maybe we've even got wave C at that point. Just check this out a bit. I mean, the thing is because we've taken the top out here, right, then we're looking at this whole correction here as an expanded flat. So it should take, the distance it takes those guys out is the distance it should take this out here. So that's why the downside target is 12,800 if that's the case. So we'll see. But the short trade through here is also really what we want as well here. So this ABC here, we can short through here as well on that. Or the bottom of wave B. So if I go back to the 1 hour chart here for a moment, let's just say that I am right here. Okay, so we'll have this. So if we get an ABC here, then we should be able to, let's just put this through here. Then this becomes the short trade through here. Okay. Okay, let's have a look at the FTSE. So what we're looking at here is the FTSE 250 coming back to the 2008 area through here. So in this case here, the market's taken out the previous top here, and this structure moving to the upside here. Don't worry about that, it's just a data spike that I haven't cleaned up. What I wanted to point out here is that this market is bullish also and has a long way to go. This is wave 1 here, ABC for wave 2 here, wave 1, wave 2, wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. So really this has got from this low here, this will be something like this here. So it's still got a long way to move to the upside here. In one way or another way to look at this here is that when we're looking at 5 waves here, this will probably even push up higher. So this is wave 1 and wave 2 here, wave 1 and 2 here, 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 in here. So really this here is really just the center of the trend here, this strong part here. So if we took all of this here and flipped it over on its head over here, that would be the other half of it here. You with me? So if we could just fold that over, that would be the wave 3, 4, and 5 there. So really this trend from this low here, we're only really halfway through this. This is going to push up much higher through here, and it's taken out the top here. So yeah, I'm very confident about the FTSE moving much higher. So that puts us with the FTSE 100 here. That puts us in this mode here. We haven't taken the top out here in the FTSE 100, like we have in the FTSE 250, but we still need to look at the count in the same way. So we can look at this as wave 1 to here, and ABC for wave 2 to here. Don't normally get an expanded flat there. There might be an argument that this could be the top of wave 1, but it still doesn't matter. It still leaves us with wave 2 down here. And all of this here may be able to be counted differently as well. But wave 1 and 2 here, and 1 and 2 here, and 3 and 4. What I'm pointing out here, though, in the bigger picture, is this has also got a long way to go here as well to the upside. So this is going to end up over 8,000 here. So I think that that's pretty exciting to have that figured out. So for long traders that are holding long, can pretty much stay long in all of this. So let's just drill in here. I'm not sure what I've done here on the 4-hour chart and so on, but we'll just check it out. So okay, I've taken it one step out further. So just check on this. This is wave 1 and 2. I was looking at all of this here as wave 3 here and wave 4 here, but this may get a bit more complicated here. If I just take this low here, 38.2%. So this can actually come down with the rest of the markets around the world before moving up higher here. So I'm not going to call a trade here, but that's where this can come back and retest the 5 here. Does appear to be a 5-wave structure here, but we'll just check that out a bit further. I'm just tuning back into this market. This is the first chart I've done from what's the name? So okay, so just on the 1-hour chart here, we had a good run in here before, so we were long here. We took profit at this level here at 7,650. So we've done all the right things here, and it's possible now for this to move up through here. So what we can do here is, it does appear we've got 5 waves in here. A bit dubious about this here being corrective, though. It could also be 5 waves. So just with the understanding that we can get one more move down into 7.5 here. That needs to be at 7,500. So that can also move down here before moving up. But what I wanted to point out here, if we do move up, we can go long here because it appears we've got 5 waves here, as wave 1 and 2 here, and this would leave us into wave 3 here, and wave 4 and wave 5. So we can have a target to the upside of 7,800 here for this. The other point here too is that this can also be viewed as the midpoint here. The 65, 72 and the 80 here, that's all group 2 here, minor group 2 here. So once the market finds support in here, then we'll be pushing up from that point. If it's going to fail, this is where it's going to fail from. So yeah, we can take that high here and continue to move up. Alrighty, thanks for tuning in. Cheers.